Hello everyone, myself Pavitra, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce from St.Josephs College of Arts and Science for Women, Osur. Today topic is Rights of Company Auditor. Agenda: Rights and powers of a company auditor, duties and responsibilities of a company auditor, removal of an auditor, liabilities of the company auditor, audit procedures for NGO. First, rights and powers of a company auditor. So first one is right to access to books of accounts and vouchers. An auditor of a company has a right to access at all times to the books of accounts and vouchers of the company, whether they are kept at the head office of the company or elsewhere. Auditor of the company may examine the books and vouchers whenever he likes. For this purpose, he may pay even surprise visits to the company office without informing the directors in advance. But in practice, generally, an auditor informs the directors before he pays his visit. Second one, right to obtain information and explanation. It means an auditor of a company has a right to obtain from the directors and officers of the company such information and explanations as he may think necessary for the performance of his duties as an auditor. Third one, right to comment on the inadequacy of the accounting system in his report. It means if the system of maintained account is inadequate, auditor can advise the director to amend the system of accounting. However, if his advice or suggestion is not carried out by the directors, he has a right to mention the fact in his report. He has to state in his report that proper books of accounts have not been maintained by the company. Fourth one, right to receive notices and other communications of general meeting. That means an auditor of a company has a right to receive notices and other communications relating to any general meeting like any other member of a company, irrespective of the fact whether accounts are discussed or not at that meeting. Fifth one, right to have legal, technical or expert advice. An auditor has a right to take legal, technical or expert advice on any matter relating to the business in order to perform his work satisfactorily. This right of the auditor was upheld in the case of London and General Bank. Next, duties and responsibilities of a company auditor. An auditor has several duties and responsibilities to perform. So the various duties as given below. First one is statutory duties. So statutory duties refers to the duty imposed by the statute, that is by the Company Act. It may be noted that the statutory duties of an auditor cannot be restricted either by the articles of association of the company or by any resolution of the member of the company or the directors of the company. The various statutory duties of an auditor under the Companies Act are as follows. First one, duty to make certain inquiry, duty to sign his audit report, duty to assist investigators or inspectors, duty to assist the central government in connection with the prosecution, duty to certify the statutory report, last one, duty to report. Next, removal of an auditor. The first auditor who is appointed by the BOD to hold office till the conclusion of the first annual general meeting can be removed without obtaining the prior approval of the central government. Second one, subsequent auditor can be removed before the expiry of his term by the company only at a general meeting after obtaining prior approval of the central government. Third one, in all cases of removal of auditors, provisions of companies is applicable. These relate to the right of auditor to make written representation to get it circulated among the shareholders and to be heard orally at the annual general meeting of the company. Next, liabilities of the company auditor. A company auditor is appointed under the Companies Act. So, its liabilities are determined by the Companies Act. It may be noted that the liabilities of a company auditor laid down in the Act cannot be circulated or restricted. Further, under the Companies Act, the liabilities of a company auditor can be grouped under two heads. They are civil liabilities and criminal liabilities. The civil liabilities of a company auditor may be grouped under two heads. That one is civil liabilities of an auditor for negligency. Second one, civil liability of an auditor for misfeasance. Next, criminal liabilities. Criminal liabilities of an auditor under the Companies Act. So, where the prospectus issued by a company includes any untrue statement or misstatement by the auditor becomes criminally liable. If an auditor intentionally gives false evidence upon any examination about the winding up of the company, he becomes punishable with imprisonment of term, which may extend to 7 years and also to fine. Third point, if an auditor destroys, mutilates or makes alteration in any book, paper or securities belonging to the company, he becomes punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years and also to fine. Third one, when a company is wound up, the court may direct the auditor of the company, who is known or suspected to be in possession of any property, books or papers of the company, to appear before the court and to return to the court the properly books or papers of the company. If the auditor fails to appear before the court, he can be imprisoned, becomes punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years and also to fine. When a company is wound up, the court may direct the auditor of the company, who is known or suspected to be in possession of any property, books or papers of the company, to appear before the court and to return to the court the properly books or papers of the company. If the auditor fails to appear before the court, he can be imprisoned. Thank you.